Oh, MITAKUYE. I'm going to wait for just a brief moment since we are here live now at this time to gather, to create sacred space, and to walk together for just a brief moment in this ceremony called life. Oh, MITAKUYE. I have some news to share also, and it's a little bit of a spectrum, and it is a very touchy subject, you can say, and I've been trained to have a different viewpoint of this. And when I say trained, the joke I like to make is I'm trained by the man upstairs to look at this a little differently. And that's the process of going home and returning to heaven. And I'm witnessing a lot of different synchronicities, or just ironic timing, or God's perfect timing. Each believer or different individuals with their own purpose and belief systems will look at this differently, yes. However, I'm still going to tell the story. And I apologize if this invokes argument in your heart, okay? So today, my Aunt Leslie has passed away. And again, the challenging of speaking on behalf of this circumstance. In some levels, it is for the best because she's no longer suffering. And she had health complications. And today just so happened to be her time of return to paradise, yes? And so, while my family is experiencing this, as some of you may know, as I've recently video journaled about, there was some arguments between me and my mother, and I was not sure if I would ever get to talk to her again, and if there would be any repair after this adult or grown-up rupture. And today invited the opportunity for us to unite and to communicate on the telephone, and for me to be there for her in her process of losing her sister. And in some levels I feel very good about my aunt going home, again knowing she's in grace and she's in this better place, and again no longer with the complications of the body. And I'm very grateful for my ability to be where I am, to not be clenching and fighting, you could say, being earthbound and demanding her soul to stay here with me for selfish reasons, yes, that I'm in place of surrender or samadhi. And so with that brief update, I've decided I'm going to play here, and I have no idea what will flow out of me. I'm just guided to practice, to play, and to make a little noise. Perhaps we could say celebrate, but also just to be where we are right now. For we don't know if we have tomorrow, yes? So my love goes to you. I'm very grateful to those of you who I've been in service to, that you have allowed me to share what I have received. And I'm feeling also very how can you say, I'm compelled by love to provide the option that there may be someone in need who would be interested in communicating and receiving a session, and for this session to be complimentary and for free. So if this is you, there's many ways for you to reach me, and to open up my heart and to speak to you directly with your commentary. Since you're just now joining the live stream, there's mixed feelings of grieving and also feeling santosha, a sense of contentment. My aunt has recently, today, passed away, and the feelings, as I was explaining earlier, my friend James, is that kind of am relieved that she's no longer in physical pain and no longer struggling to breathe and going through her difficulties being here. And also, again, empathizing with her children and, you know, those who were and are clenching. Thank you for understanding. So I'm going to just play and try to move some energy and just play, like no rules that I have to or I should sound this way or I should be better, etc. So here we are with, yes, I felt the same way, sir. Me too. I got the same reading when I'm looking at the situation. I was like, huh, it's for the best. Salute. Yes. All right, so let us make a little noise. It's been a little while. I have like this little kid urge to always just make noise with just these. I would love to know the name of these. James, do you know the name of these? Like when you just play just the black keys. Are these just the flats? I don't really know, so I'd love to know. I'm feeling really pressed to also express. No, I'm not using the foot pedals. In fact, I don't even really know what they do. However, I was about to say, and I feel like this is a highlighter, as I've expressed before, as we are not promised tomorrow. So today is our day to say, I'm sorry. And sometimes we don't have the courage to say it directly to those who are worthy of our apologies. Or saying, I love you. Sometimes it's not always so easy. Sometimes it's very easy to just be like, I love you, right? And to express this. Sometimes I like to throw in the joke of ho'oponopono. Perhaps it's easier to say ho'oponopono than it is to tell someone I love you or I'm sorry or please forgive me. So instead, we can say ho'oponopono, which says all the things. Yes. 143. I'm like, not everyone understands that joke, James. um, and to continue along those lines of that reading is to also look at that for ourselves of what can we forgive ourselves for? What bags are we carrying from the past that says I'm not worth anything or I can't do it or I'm too old or this will never happen? And can we maybe just throw that in the back seat for maybe just 3 days and say, what if I didn't believe that? What would be the first thing first that I can do? That would change my life forever because I no longer believed that story. They'll never forgive me, but what if they did? How would it feel in my heart if I was forgiven and all was okay? Or maybe it's like you have this big wish, you've been wanting to buy this, I want to make jokes, like a dream car, but like maybe there's something more simple, like a puppy, right? Or maybe it's like, oh, I've always wanted to live here. I have all this money, but I just won't, take the action in the moment. Perhaps now is your moment. Maybe you don't end up living there forever and maybe you rent it out to a family who really needs a home. Perhaps God or life has a funny and beautiful way of working things out. And it's important for you to just honor the call and know that you will be compelled by love and not pressed by fear to take the action. And that's how you will know the difference. And only you will know when you're crossing your own boundary, when you're in disobedience of that rule, of that law of love that is written inside you. For example, perhaps you're called to make a little music and you've never played before. There can be something so simple, so take some time to listen to your own internal noise. And write it down if you have to. Write it on the bathroom mirror so you have to look at it each time. Take a post-it note or even a piece of paper and tape it there and be like, call your mom or whatever it is. Say a prayer. Remember Creator or whichever thing that you personally choose is your next step. Forgive myself. Stop drinking. Only you know what is your personal next big thing. And we don't have to always do the big thing of conquering the addiction or the shadow work. It could be just something simple, just for today. I will not worry. Just for today, I will not get angry. Just for today, I will not get angry that I'm angry. Little silly, cute. You could say sweet nothings. I'm going to try to catch up. Optimistic, eh? Optimistic. Benjamin, has anyone told you that this behavior is operating out of a system called sexual harassment? You are objectifying me, not witnessing and accepting me to be my own person, and instead this is why artificial intelligent and cybernetic women are made. For then you have control and operating systems over these manipulations to create your own hybrid of individual that you wish to see and control and be your personal robot and slave. Perhaps you do not choose to be a slave, or perhaps you choose to not treat people like slaves. Perhaps this is only for your own self-development choice. So I'm going to keep playing the piano now and pretend you didn't just disturb me with your controlling attempt. James, how would you have handled that situation? Please give your feedback. I need a drum kit, you guys. Define denounce. Is that like renunciation? I've never ever been able to read music. No. I have a book, but I don't really. I'm kind of a hands-on learner. But maybe if I had a teacher, huh? Maybe, maybe then I could learn that. Two basic names. Each of these piano keys is either called a sharp flat or a. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. I don't know how anybody actually like. How do you memorize all the keys, right? Especially like with where they're at. Especially to be able to play a song more than once. Good night. Good night. Un momento. Play a little Priscilla. And then I shall perhaps go on to another adventure of my night. Good night, everyone.